What if tomorrow morning you woke up and remembered the first 2 years of your life? Not from photos, not from videos, not from stories your parents told you, but real memories. Your first cry, the first time you open your eyes, the hospital light above you, the first face that came close to yours, the first voice that made you feel safe, the first time you felt hunger, the first time you felt fear, the first time someone held you, and somehow your tiny brain understood. This is home. For most of us, that part of life is completely blank. You can remember school, you can remember old friends, you can remember a birthday, a fight, a place you once lived, a song that takes you back. But the first chapter of your life, gone. Almost like someone opened your mind and deleted the beginning. But here's the strange part. You were there. You were alive. You were seeing. You were hearing. You were feeling everything. So where did those memories go? Did your brain erase them? Or are they still somewhere inside you, locked behind a door you can no longer open? When a baby is born, the world is not silent. It is too loud, too bright, too new. A baby does not understand language. A baby does not know what a hospital is. A baby does not know what a mother is, but a baby feels warm skin, cold air, a soft blanket, a heartbeat, a smell, a voice, a touch. And slowly, the baby's brain begins to learn the world. This voice means comfort. This face means safety. This touch means love. This darkness feels scary. The sound means someone is near. So no, a baby's mind is not empty. It is actually working harder than we can imagine. But the problem is, the baby brain is not recording life like a camera. It is not saving memories like videos in a phone. It is more like wet cement. Every experience leaves a mark, but the cement is still moving, still changing, still being shaped. The part of the brain that helps us store life events is called the hippocampus. That is the part that helps you remember things like where you were, who was there, what happened first, and what happened next. But in the first years of life, this system is still under construction. Imagine trying to save a movie inside a computer while the computer itself is still being built. Some files may be saved, some may break, some may lose their path. And years later, when you try to open them, nothing appears. Not because nothing happened, but because the road to that memory is gone. There is another reason your first memories disappear. Language. Today, when you remember something, you remember it like a story. I was at my grandmother's house. It was raining. My father was laughing. I felt scared. But as a baby, you did not have those words. You could feel pain, but you could not say, I am hurt. You could feel love, but you could not say, this person loves me. You could feel fear, but you could not explain why. So those early experiences did not become clear stories. They became fragments. A light, a sound, a smell, a feeling, a reaction. And maybe that is why you cannot remember your mother holding you for the first time. But your body may still remember safety. Maybe you cannot remember crying alone in a room, but your nervous system may still remember fear. Maybe you cannot remember your first laugh, but that moment still taught your brain what joy feels like. Because memory is not only pictures, memory is also the way your body learns the world. And that is what makes this so emotional. The years you cannot remember may be the years that shaped you the most. Before you knew your name, before you had language, before you understood time, your brain was already learning who to trust, what feels safe, what feels dangerous, what love feels like, what loneliness feels like, what comfort feels like. And then, as you grew older, your brain changed, fast. New connections were created, old pathways disappeared. The mind became bigger, smarter, more organized, but in that process, the earliest roads may have been destroyed. Imagine a city where every road is rebuilt. The houses may still exist somewhere, but the streets that once took you there are gone. That may be what happened to your baby memories. They may not be fully deleted. They may simply be unreachable, like a locked room inside your own mind. And the most mysterious part is this. What if some of those memories still affect you today? A fear you cannot explain, a comfort you feel around certain voices, a smell that makes you emotional, a feeling of safety you get from being held, a sadness you cannot connect to any clear memory. Maybe those are not random. Maybe they are echoes, tiny pieces of a forgotten world, still living inside you. So if tomorrow morning you suddenly remembered your first 2 years, would it feel beautiful or would it feel terrifying? Would you remember love? Would you remember fear? Would you finally understand why certain things make you feel safe? And why some things break you without reason? Maybe we forget those first years for a reason. Maybe the brain hides them, not because they are unimportant, but because we were too small to carry them as stories. So instead, the brain turns them into something deeper.